Hi, I'm Julie Hager-Love, and I wanted to share an update with you about how our youth and families are faring through the pandemic.
I feel so fortunate. I get to see lives transformed over time, every day. Something that comes to mind is a young man who discharged recently from our program. He was with us for quite some time. He came to us after bouncing around from between numerous placements. He kind of had a rough start, as is typical of youth in our programs, having to be removed from his biological family, moving into care and moving into placements, eventually adopted, and then that didn't work out either. So moving back into various placements, finally made his way to us. When he came to us, he demonstrated behaviors that are so typical of youth in this type of situation. He was fearful, defensive, untrusting, and just afraid. He had a rough start and some rough moments in our program, but he began to develop relationships. As those basic needs, that trust and safety began to be met, then he was able to focus on more age-appropriate and exciting things. Before he left our program, he was a high school graduate.
Yay.
He began to focus on developing some safe relationships with family members while he had had rejection and loss from so many family members in his life. His therapist and the treatment team were able to work with him in identifying some siblings who he could connect with. He also had a mentor, which was wonderful, a mentor who was very engaged with him and visited with him regularly, and really helped him learn how to engage in relationships.
Awesome. Thank you for that wonderful story of transformation. So we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're in the middle of COVID-19. How has that changed the way that we serve our clients?
We are still doing all the same stuff.
Right.
We are still meeting the needs of our kids. It has led us to have to rethink everything we do and how we do it. It's definitely been a big challenge, but we find a way to roll along. We can't stop meeting the needs of our kids. So we've implemented masks for staff, we've implemented temperature check protocols for staff and kids, but we're continuing to meet the needs of our kids.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Caitlin. You heard one story of transformation. There are many more. Thank you for all you do to support us, the ways you give, you volunteer, and pray for us. Thank you for being a partner with us in the midst of this pandemic.